Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Coming up in the next half hour, celebrating Park and Recreation Month with a galore of places for you to explore. Plus, how county libraries are making it fun for kids not to take a summer vacation from reading and learning. And later, how a local group of young women are electrifying audiences by using their feet to keep the beat. We'll have more on the spirit of sisterhood. But first, we begin with the Montgomery County Police Department's Office of Internal Affairs. It plays a critical role in preventing police misconduct and maintaining confidence within the community. Susan Kennedy explains how the department investigates complaints.
We're going to explain the internal affairs process that's conducted by the Montgomery County Department of Police.
Up first, members of the Public Safety Committee recently heard from Montgomery County Police about how the internal investigation process works. This on the heels of the recent officer-involved shooting in Silver Spring. Last year, there were 291 cases opened by Internal Affairs. Of those, 208 were considered minor offenses, 83 were considered serious, and 55 were declined. Only 7 of the serious offenses were sustained.
We look at violations of department rules, department directives, contract, personnel regulations.
Officers explained how they decide which complaints to pursue during their investigation.
The first one is that the case is unfounded, which simply means that we've investigated it and what you have complained about simply did not occur. Either we looked at body cam or we talked to witnesses and nobody can corroborate what was alleged and it's unfounded. What was complained about didn't occur. Or it could be insufficient evidence. It may have occurred, we're not sure, but we don't have enough evidence to either prove or disprove it. And then you have exonerated, which means we know you did it, but we think it was lawful and proper. You used that amount of force, but from what we've seen in the body camera video and from what we've heard from witnesses, it was lawful and appropriate under those circumstances.
Most of the complaints last year were neglect of duty or unsatisfactory performance. Examples of these types of complaints include speeding, unprofessional demeanor, or not following departmental procedures. The briefing came just weeks after an officer-involved shooting death that took place in Silver Spring. That case is currently being investigated by the Howard County State's Attorney's Office. Committee Chair Mark Elrich told us this meeting was scheduled prior to that incident and that the council would like to see some of the investigations carried out more transparently.
I think the process is thorough. I mean, I think the question that we always get from people is that it's not visible to them, unlike any other court case that might involve someone's actions, which takes place in a court and people can go see. That these are internal, like it says, internal affairs, and they're handled, for the most part, within the departments, and so we continue to get questions. So I think these cases where there actually are hearing boards, it's important that they function.
To file a complaint with the police department, go to the website, click Chief, and from there go to Internal Affairs. The link to the form is at the bottom of the page, and it's also available in Spanish. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
This week, we taped our monthly show one-on-one with the county executive. Ike Leggett gave us his take on the recent gubernatorial primary election. He also talked about voter participation, the unofficial results on the Democratic ballot, and the Democratic nominee running for the county executive.
I thought all along that we had 6 outstanding candidates running for county executive, and we had a very closely contested race, and there still may be some continued discussions about the closeness of the race. But I think the trend is fairly clear about where it is headed. The increase, it was a slight increase in the number of voters overall in the primaries, but still well below what I think a county is as informed as Montgomery County is. People are so actively engaged in Montgomery County, and to have the low turnout that we continue to have. As I said before, it's an increase over what we had 4 years ago. But I hope this trend is something that we'll see continuing, and I hope that we'll have greater participations in all of our elections.
You can see the entire one-on-one episode on the county's YouTube channel or on County Cable Montgomery. Executive Leggett also took to the airways this week. He was a guest on the county's Spanish language radio show. He talked more about the elections and gave an update on the Wheaton Revitalization Project. That project is expected to bring about 1,000 county employees to the Wheaton Urban District.
The new plans are to build a variety of entities in Wheaton, but more importantly, to build them around a new government office complex in the center.
Y los planes para el futuro obviamente es la creación de muchísimas amenidades en los alrededores de Wheaton, pero que todo esté en lo que es los alrededores también de un nuevo centro de gobierno.
And that would include a variety of hosts of government entities that will be part of this mix.
Y parte de esta mezcla van a ser muchas agencias del gobierno, las cuales quedarán instaladas en el edificio nuevo del gobierno del condado de Montgomery, que va a estar en lo que era el Triángulo de Wheaton.
And this mix, I think, will be the new portion of what I see as the revitalization plans for Wheaton.
Y esta mezcla pues va a ser una nueva porción de lo que yo veo como el plan de revitalización de Wheaton. 1,000 employees.
Yeah.
How are they going to go up and down Georgia Avenue? That's
well,
my question.
That we will make sure that they use Metro to Portia.
Montgomery Al Dia airs live on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Radio America 1540 AM. The show can also be seen on the county's YouTube channel or on County Cable Montgomery. It's summer, it's hot, and that means we're spending more time outside. That's why county health officials are urging all of us to learn about Lyme disease and how to protect ourselves from getting it when we're outdoors. Tick bites and tick-borne diseases, including Lyme disease, have become a serious public health issue.
Symptoms can be wide-ranging, fatigue, sometimes swelling at the site where the tick was. But Lyme disease can often be confused with other infections and that sort of thing. So that's why it's important to go to your physician. If you've seen a tick bite, if you've taken a tick off of you, if you've seen that sort of bullseye marking.
Symptoms of Lyme disease may include a fever, fatigue, and a rash that looks like a bullseye, to name a few. You should avoid tall grass and dense vegetation. For more info, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/Lyme disease. Coming up on County Report this week, it's Park and Recreation Month. We'll tell you about some of the many activities going on to amp up your summer plans. And gazing at the sky in Gaithersburg, we'll have more about how to take part in the city's skywatching events. That and more when County Report this week returns.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
If you think someone might be considering suicide or drugs, be the one to help them by taking these 5 steps. Ask, keep them safe, be there, help them connect, follow up. If you're struggling, call Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK or the 24-hour crisis center at 240-777-4000. Be the one to help. Learn more at betheone.org.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. It's Park and Recreation Month, and Montgomery Parks wants everyone to celebrate by discovering something new at one of the county's more than 400 parks. Joining us to tell us more is Melissa Chotner from Montgomery Parks. Melissa, thanks so much for being here. Tell us about some of the fun activities and unique places that people can go.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. As every year, July is Parks and Rec Month, and this year the theme is a lifetime of discovery. So I wanted to start by letting people know there's over 400 parks in the county. We actually have 421 parks, so there's plenty to discover. And we are highlighting some different themes this year. So we have historic sites, we have art in the parks, health and wellness, and adventure in the parks. And we have a calendar online at montgomeryparks.org where people can find a whole host of activities that they can participate in. So we have dozens of Heart Smart trails and fitness stations in our parks. So this is free and easy, accessible ways to get exercise and fitness in. We also have a ton of art opportunities in the parks. We have photography sessions, we have sculptures, we have art classes that are offered in the parks, we have theater, we have Shakespeare in the parks. So there's lots of ways to experience art in the parks. We also have many facilities for adventure. We have boating and fishing opportunities. You can go canoeing, kayaking. We have miniature trains. I mean, there's just so much to do in Montgomery Parks. We really want people to get out this month and all year long and take advantage of everything that's going on in Montgomery Parks. We have partner sites. We have the King Dairy Barn Museum where you can find out about the history of dairy in the county. We have Go Ape Ropes course, which is always fun, up at Rock Creek Regional Park. There's just really too many things to mention. So I hope people will go on to montgomeryparks.org, look for our calendar for Parks and Rec Month, and just explore everything that the County Parks Department has to offer.
So much to see and do. Thank you so much for being here, Melissa.
Thank you.
This month-long celebration will end with a sweet treat. It's a free popsicle social. It's hosted by Montgomery Parks and Montgomery County Recreation. It's on Tuesday, July 31st from 4 to 6 p.m. It'll be held at the Plumgar Recreation Center in Germantown. For more info, visit the Montgomery Parks website. The city of Gaithersburg invites you to turn your eyes skyward. The free series of skywatching programs are held at Observatory Park. Nick Smith from Gaithersburg joins us with more.
Hi, I'm Nick Smith of the city of Gaithersburg, and I'm out here at the International Latitude Observatory with NASA Solar System Ambassador Ted Abraham, and we're talking skywatching. Ted, we have several skywatching events this season. What can people expect?
Well, starting with Mars, it's really beautiful this time of year. It's really close to Earth, which allows us to see a lot of information, a lot of detail. And if we're lucky and the weather cooperates, we'll be able to see clouds and ice caps. Following with the Perseid meteor shower in August and our solar program in September.
So they're not all at night?
No, not all of them are at night. Most of our events are being held after sunset just because we want to be able to observe the sky, but a solar program is naturally taking place in daytime.
Makes sense. Why do we have them out here?
The Latitude Observatory is a preserved historical site in the center of the city. It's conveniently located, there's ample parking, and it can serve a very broad community.
Do people have to bring their own telescope?
Generally, we have a lot of equipment here for people to use and look at. However, if someone wants to bring their own telescope, they can. We are the go-to place if you want a quick tour around the night sky.
That makes perfect sense. Where can people go to get more information?
The city website.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's backyard grilling season, and that also means a recap of some safety tips. County officials are urging everyone to keep the grill at least 10 feet from the house and other wooden structures. Dispose ashes by letting them cool and put them in a metal container. Never dump ashes into a cardboard box, plastic container, bag, or near flammable fluids. It's also important to inspect your tank before starting up the grill.
Before we start our grill, we got to make sure that all the hoses are in good shape and nothing is leaking, no cracks, nothing wrong with it. Where the grill, what you have over here, where it's connecting into the propane, it's tightened pretty good.
Always have working smoke alarms on every level of your home and test them monthly. You should also have a fire extinguisher on hand for the type of grill you are using.
You have to make sure that you take a look at the symbols on the side of the fire extinguisher. Like this one is good for A, B, and C, which is for wood, for liquid, and what we have over here, electrical equipment. And then you should be trained and know how to use a fire extinguisher.
For more info, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/SWS. Coming up on County Report this week, reading and learning year-round at county libraries, how to get your kids involved in this worthwhile summer program. And Montgomery College wants your creative input on the design of one of its new buildings. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Here's your chance to save money and help the environment. Bring your reusable bag when you shop and you'll save 5 cents for every store bag you don't need. Retailers in Montgomery County charge 5 cents for the plastic or paper bags they provide. Why? Because plastic bags are the biggest single source of stream and waterway litter, causing pollution and flooding. And every year, Montgomery County spends $3 million on cleanup. So do yourself and the environment a favor. Bring your reusable bag when you shop. You'll fight litter and keep the change.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. There's a new student member of the MCPS board. Ananya Tadakanda was recently sworn in as the 41st student board member. Tadakanda is a student at Richard Montgomery High School. She was elected to serve a one-year term by middle and high school students. She is the 11th female to be elected and the 3rd student member to have voting power. Here's more on what she wants to achieve during her term.
I'm really happy and I'm really excited to start my work on the Board of Education, really representing all 162,000 students in our school system. It's a great honor that the students have entrusted me with this responsibility, and I'm really excited to hit the ground running. One of my main objectives is ensuring that every student has access to some of the leadership opportunities that I did, and I think that I really want to do that by reaching out to populations that have been traditionally underrepresented in student leadership. I also want to focus on ensuring equity and access to resources in our school buildings, especially in relation to technology.
This summer, the county's 22 libraries offer not only a great refuge from the heat, but also for learning. So for all of you parents, a reminder that libraries are encouraging kids to take part in its summer Read and Learn program. It helps them to stay engaged and boost their academic skills even during summer vacation.
Come and visit us this summer. Our big program during the summer is always the Summer Read and Learn for children ages baby up through teens. They sign up, they read books, they do other activities during the summer, they win prizes, they're entered into raffles for tickets to baseball games, and at the end of the completion of the program, they get a certificate for a free book from the Friends of the Library bookstore. So it's totally a win-win.
The libraries are also offering STEM-related programs and dance events. For more information, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/library. Have you ever wondered what it was like to be an architect? Well, Montgomery College wants your input on the design of their new math and science building. Here's how you can get involved.
Montgomery College has continually upgraded their facilities to offer better support for students throughout the years, and now prepares to construct a new math and science building for the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus.
This building is going to be really important for our students. Our students currently are in a building that's about 60 years old, and the facilities are just not appropriate for today's scientific community.
Smith Group JJR, an architectural firm known for designing buildings across the area, is committed to designing the new building and holding design shared forums to provide the community with a chance to offer their input.
It's actually a really unique opportunity to really work closely with a neighborhood group that most colleges and universities don't allow.
A charrette is an architectural term which refers to an intense work session where a small group of architects collaborate to develop a singular design.
So we're going to do what's called a iterative design process, where we would present to the community a variety of different design ideas with multiple options.
The college is consulting with Link Strategic Partners to gather engaged feedback from the community.
Our entire role in this project is to make sure that the community feedback and the stakeholder feedback and the student feedback is part of the decision-making process going forward. So we're objective. We don't have a preference on what the ultimate building looks like. Our job is to make sure everyone who does have an opinion on that is heard, that their feedback is recorded, analyzed, and used in every step of the decision-making process.
The campus is an integral part of the community, and the college is eager to involve the local community in the development process. The new building will be constructed in the area where Falcon Hall currently stands. The design has not yet been finalized, so there's still time to offer input throughout the summer, and the remaining design share it in September. For County Report This Week, I'm James McLean.
Coming up on County Report This Week, there are some cool pieces of art that are on display around Rockville. We have a report on how to find them. And this high school group is showcasing their sisterhood and school spirit through stepping. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Interested in career success? Get to Montgomery College and we'll get you going. You can earn an associate's degree in only 2 years. With 3 campuses, award-winning faculty, and multiple online learning opportunities, Montgomery College will empower you to set your course and succeed. Want to pursue a bachelor's degree? If you start at MC, you can save 1/3 on total tuition costs of a 4-year program. Apply today.
Montgomery County wants to thank everyone for their commitment to recycling. We're recycling 57% of our waste, and we know you'll work with us to reduce waste and recycle even more, 70% by 2020. To protect the environment and save valuable natural resources for the future, we need to recycle all of our paper, cans, bottles, containers, scrap metal, and more. Because if you don't get serious about recycling at work now, it's going to come back and bite us.
At Montgomery Parks, it's time to play tag!
Oh, I'm on base.
What's base?
This.
Playgrounds are awesome, but make sure you remember to take a ride aboard a miniature train.
Do you think they'll let me drive? I mean conduct.
Bring a picnic lunch and enjoy a meal outdoors. And what better way to end your day than a ride on a classic carousel?
Dad wins the Triple Crown!
Montgomery Parks, it's all here.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Rockville is a city that loves art. Rock 11's Craig Buchanan tells us finding out where these beautiful pieces are displayed is now just a click away.
The Art in Public Places program contributes to the beautiful landscape of the city. Unique works of art are displayed around town, and now finding them has become easier. Check out this Art in Public Places online map. Not only does it show the location of the 50 public artworks around the city, but it also gives you information about the artist behind the work. This program is also responsible for the new piece of tree art in Horizon Hill Park by chainsaw carver Paul Wacklow.
We decided, the Cultural Arts Commission and staff, that we wanted to get art out into the neighborhoods, and we think this is a great way to do it, having tree carving art projects throughout the city.
To check out the online map and find out more about the Art in Public Places program, head to rockvillemd.gov/AIPP. For County Report this week, I'm Craig Buchanan.
It's been a few years since Paint Branch High School had a STEP team, but a group of young women have stepped in to change that. MyMC Media's Phyllis Armstrong with their story.
Cause when we step, we are precise and leave you at the door.
Precision, percussion, and weekly practice opens doors for the Paint Branch Eclectic Steppers.
And this is why when we compete, we refuse to protest.
Every year they've competed, they've brought back prizes and money to the school. So they're doing so well, and it's just so exciting to see how much they've grown in 3 years.
The invitation to perform at Strathmore's Step Africa Step Explosion in January demonstrated the Paint Branch team's dedication to making music with their voices, hands, and feet.
It's sometimes a bit tiring, but the tiring also comes with a really big rush of adrenaline that you just love.
Stepping no longer existed at Paint Branch when alumna Iniayo Olawaye and some of her former STEP teammates revived the art form for girls at the high school in Burtonsville.
I said, how are y'all feeling tonight?
It's been overall just amazing. I've learned some qualities that I never thought I had, like being a leader and teamwork and sisterhood.
Bonding as sisters through STEP also gave the Eclectic Steppers direction, purpose, and strength, qualities they hope will encourage other schools to step up and show off.
I like to step and I like to have attitude, so I was like, why not just join the STEP team? And I've become something greater now.
The girls create their own routines, from the steps to the chants.
When you create it yourself, that's where the passion truly comes from, and that's what makes them fall in love with it more and more, especially when they win. It gives them that pride and joy that they can do anything.
Workshops with the acclaimed Step Africa Dance Company helped fine-tune the Paint Branch team's techniques. The girls have participated in Strathmore's Community Arts Initiative for 3 years.
And that was a huge blessing because they gave us so much support, especially with whatever obstacles we were facing.
The team's seniors are all heading for college soon, leaving new co-captains to lead the Paint Branch team. The graduates will take with them the academic achievement and personal discipline they need to step up in life.
I'm just so excited for not only myself, but these girls. I just know that we're all going to be great in the future.
I love you guys very much. This year has been amazing.
Phyllis Armstrong in Burtonsville for Montgomery Arts Infusion.
Hard work, PB, you know.
Now it's time to meet our Pet of the Week. Hannah Carl joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more. Hannah?
Hi everyone, Hannah here with the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with your Pet of the Week. This is little Static. Static is a little lionhead bunny. She is barely 2 months old. If you're not familiar with rabbits, lionheads are a type of breed that generally have a lot of fur around their head, kind of like a lion, but they're certainly not as ferocious. Rabbits in general don't always love being picked up, but as you can see, Static tolerates it very well. If you're interested in meeting Static or other animals like her, please come pay us a visit at 7315 Muncaster Mill Road in Durwood, or visit us online at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD. You can also give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at MCASAC.
With that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Thank you for watching.